and welcome to Paris, France, guys. This is top 10, 15, I don't know, top things to do while we're out here. Totally lost track of time or count or everything, but top things I would definitely recommend. Let me know if there's anything I'm missing or anything I should see while I'm out here, and let's begin. So my first recommendation is going to the Eiffel Tower. Now you have to check it out during the daytime and the nighttime just to see the difference. But I gotta tell you, coming here to the Eiffel Tower was just something like magical, something different. They do have a queue that you can go up to the top. They do cram everyone into the elevator, so I opted in staying on the ground myself. But the views here from the ground is amazing. As you can see, nighttime was just something out of this world. So make sure you guys do come here, give yourself plenty of time, maybe about an hour, 2 hours to enjoy the views. My next recommendation here is the catacombs. This place and the history is unbelievable. They do have a long staircase when you do go down, and you have to come right back up through a different staircase, but it goes forever. Now here, when you go inside, it is a very long tunnel where you can see all the bones that were moved from the old cemetery into these underground caverns. And it's pretty crazy how they do it. If you guys want to look it up, check out their website. They have a lot of information, and make sure you book in advance if you want to check out this tour. The most famous museum in the world, the Louvre, houses the Mona Lisa, and you have to book in advance. Now, I would recommend booking through a guide tour so you can get there a little bit quicker and easier, and you don't have to wait in that line, that queue outside for 30 minutes to an hour. But once you do get in here, take your time. I keep hearing people saying like 3 hours, 4 hours minimum is not enough. I was in there for 3 hours, took the tour, got to see some great highlight stuff. I wish I had a little bit more time, but there was just so much to see, so much to do. Check out the Mona Lisa, take your picture, and just take your time checking everything else out here, because there's so much to do, so much to see, and a lot of history. My recommendation is coming here through all the galleries and seeing all the giant paintings. Now the next spot is the Arc de Triomphe. I know I'm saying that wrong. This place here is awesome. They do have a tomb of the fallen soldier, or the unknown soldier here, and it's just to commemorate everyone who was lost in World War I, and people who don't know kind of their names and stuff. It's pretty remarkable what they did here. And if you look at history books, there's a lot of things that have happened in this general area. You don't need tickets to go here. Make sure you do take the underground tunnel to walk over. Don't run across the street, as cars will not stop. It's one of the world's largest roundabouts, and if you want to book a tour, you can, but I highly recommend just coming here, walk underneath, go over, and you should be able to do this for free. Now, my next recommendation here is Les Invalides, which this is where Napoleon Bonaparte is actually buried. It's pretty cool how they have all these monuments, all this artwork. There's a lot of history and a lot of stuff here that you can read on, and it's not that far from all the other attractions. Now, Napoleon is actually at the bottom. You're gonna take this staircase that comes all the way down here, and you're gonna see this massive box here. So this is where he is at. Make sure you put this on your itinerary to come check out. Now there's a very sad story here with this next one. Notre Dame actually burnt in a couple years ago. I believe it's 2019, and a lot of it got destroyed. They are doing a lot of rehabilitation, and they think it's supposed to be back up and running in 2025, but make sure you come check it out to see this, because this is still a good place to check out. Now, many people don't know this, but right across from the Eiffel Tower, it's not that far, maybe like a 20-minute walk, is the Statue of Liberty. Now, if you don't know the history of the Statue of Liberty, the French did create us. They built us our Statue of Liberty, and then they shipped it to us. A few years later, an American community there in France built them a thank you Statue of Liberty, a miniature one. And a little fun fact, the direction that this statue is facing is actually facing towards New York, where our Statue of Liberty in the States is at. So come check this out. It's a lot smaller than the one in the States, but it's very cool to see. Now, my next one, you have to come check out a soccer game. Even if some of these players aren't playing there anymore, just checking out a game here in France, it's just pretty cool to see the vibe and how everyone cheers for their team. And it's just a great experience that I highly recommend everyone to do. I got very lucky that I got to see Mbappe and Messi play together. Now, my next recommendation is a day trip. This one is Versailles. There is so much history here with this place, and a lot of it has been conserved, and it looks original how it was back in the day. They're trying to upkeep this, and they're trying to be very careful with people not touching things. It is amazing and incredible how people used to live back then. Make sure you do book a tour and then read your directions of where to go, because this tour does sell out fast, and actually having the tour guides gives you so much information about everything in this location, including the gardens in the back and the quarters inside the castle. Now, my next recommendation here is food. Try everything. I was able to try some French onion soup. I was able to try some different types of drinks here, and I gotta tell you, everything that I was eating and trying was really delicious and really fresh. There was chicken, there was crepes, there was different types of bread, croissants, and the pizza. And also, while you're there, like ordering food, talk to the locals there. A lot of people here have a lot of character and very, very friendly, and they just want to talk and know what you're doing, where you're from, your adventures. So definitely try out all the food. Now, this next one here is take your time and walk around through the parks. You're gonna find several parks when you're walking from point A to point B, and there is just so many statues, the gardens, the trees, the flowers, the grass. Everything just seems very like magical, just very different, and it's so cool to see how everything is laid out there. Take a walk around the parks and just enjoy. Now, of course, as you're walking around, you're going to see a lot of buildings. Make sure you do check the Luxor Obelisk, which is really cool. It actually came from Egypt. And as you guys know, with all the raids, things are being brought back and forth. This is a very, very, very cool thing to check out. And then right across from this, as you're walking down to Les Invalides, where Napoleon is, you're going to see more statues, more monuments, and just some really cool architects. So make sure you guys do check that out. Now, this next one here is pretty cool. Check out the cemetery. I know I'm pronouncing this wrong again. It's Père Lachaise Cemetery. They have some really, really cool gravestones and mausoleums. Jim Morrison's buried here. Some really cool stuff, so make sure you put this on your list. And of course, you cannot leave the happiest place on earth. Disneyland does have two parks. They have Disney Paris and they have Walt Disney Studios. Disney Paris will have the castle. They're going to have their version of Space Mountain. They're also going to have their version of Pirates of the Caribbean and just some other very unique rides. In my opinion, the best haunted mansion you can check out, called Haunted Manor, I believe. Make sure you check it out. And of course, Big Thunder Mountain is just a classic. Now, you can do everything pretty much in one day in one of the parks. And if you wanted a park hop between the two parks, they're doing a lot of construction at Walt Disney Studios. You could do a park hopper pass and save yourself a day, and actually save yourself some money too by doing the park hopper. Come over here, they have Tower of Terror. They have the Marvel area, Marvel campus with all the different rides. They have Pixar with Ratatouille, Cars, and they have a very unique ride called Crush. That's with Finding Nemo. Just some really, really cool stuff. So make sure you check out both parks. And I hope you guys appreciate today's episode. Very, very cool place. A lot of things here to do and see. Love the museums. The architect is just amazing here. Again, as always, let me know if I'm missing anything that you guys would recommend that I should check out next time I come out here. Let me know what is your favorite thing in the comment section below. With all that being said, you guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one.